Hi, hello, welcome to the vlog. I just need y'all to know that I'm reading chapter 18 right now of Feast of Sparks by Sierra Simone. And all I keep doing is going, because my heart. A healthy reminder. I am an Auden-Guest whore first and a human being second. Good day, gremlins. Sorry if you can hear what I think is a lawnmower, but I'm about to head out the door, which means I actually look like a person. So I thought before I did that, I'd give you a little update about what I'm reading, which is Feast of Sparks. This is the sequel to one of my new favorite books of the year and new favorite books of all time, A Lesson in Thorns. That first book is about these 6 friends who had spent this one summer together at this place called Thorn Chapel, which is one of the characters' families' homes, or like mansion-y kind of, I don't know if it's a mansion, but it's, you know, big rich people stuff. And they had this summer together and they had this kind of magical experience where it wasn't like straight out magic, but it just felt that way. After that summer, they go their separate ways, but I think it's like 12 years later or something like that, they all end up finding their way back there and come together as a friend group again. And there's a lot of different dynamics since they were children, and it's super smutty, super mystical, yet real world, but like that kind of hint of something more. It was just amazing. I love the characters, I love the writing. It's so, I don't even know how to describe it, but so good. It describes all the little things and it has me all in my feels and it's so beautiful. So anyway, obviously I was very excited to start the second book. I am 259 pages in and I'm absolutely loving it. Somehow this is even smuttier than the first book. I'm like shaking, but yeah, I still love the characters, I still love the writing, and I really want to know where this one's gonna go, because I've heard people say that they like this until the end and then the end kind of ruins it, which scares me, and I really hope that I don't agree.
If you need to see me better.
So I have like 80 pages of this left and I'm getting scared because people say that the end of this is not good, and that's what makes this book not good or just less good than the first one. And so I'm nervous because I absolutely love it so far. I love these characters. I love how the thing with the sort of rituals is being more explained, or we're getting more information about Thorn Chapel, and just it's still this mysterious place, and it's very smutty still, very extra smutty. But these characters, oh, I just love them so much. Auden, if you've seen my tweets, you know I need to be stopped when it comes to that man, but so I'm just very nervous heading into the end of this book, because what the hell is gonna happen? One chapter did give me this sort of inkling that I'm just like, no. If that happened, then yeah, it would ruin a lot of things. But like Sierra Simone, she's not gonna, it's too outlandish. She's not gonna cross that line, right? It would be ridiculous.
2 hours later.
So, your girl is too fucking good at guessing things. I, honest to God, do not know what the fuck to say right now. This was a 5-star book. The last chapter? Oh my fuck. In my heart of hearts, I know that it must not be actually coming to this. Like, there has to be something we're going to find out in book 3 that it's like, just kidding, everything's fine. But if that's not the case, I don't know how to feel about the entire series, which is fucking insane because this was being prepared to be one of my new all-time favorite series. Like, I was finishing it and I was like, okay, it's fine. Everyone was just being, no, everyone was not being too, like, Sierra Simone, if you don't fucking explain yourself, like, when does the next book come out? I'm still gonna read it because, one, I need to know if this gets remedied, and it better fucking get remedied. Number 2, I still love these characters despite what this bitch is trying to do here. And 3, it just has to be fucking remedied because no, Like, I refuse to accept it. I will rewrite this goddamn book. I feel like there's no way to express the full insanity that is happening right now without talking about spoilers. So if you haven't read this book and you're planning to, which it's again hard to say if I can still recommend this until the third book. If you have any interest and you don't want to be spoiled, go to time on screen. If you're okay with being spoiled, then like, let me just set things up for you here. This entire book is about two of the characters, Auden and Saint, trying to reconcile this hatred that has grown between them because of things that both of them did to one another. And they're trying to reconcile this because Poe, who was our main narrator in the first book, and she narrates a good portion of this as well, wants all three of them to be together because they all three have this sort of pull towards each other. And so we see this book, basically Saint and Auden trying to fix that, and they do, and we get them good smut scenes between the two of them, between the three of them, and then between everyone, because that's the kind of kinky weird stuff this book does. And then the last motherfucking chapter has the goddamn motherfucking audacity. I'm so sorry if one of my nieces is watching this video right now. Oh my god, don't repeat any of those words. It has the audacity to reveal, which I felt it coming in a previous chapter, because we get flashback scenes to younger Saint and Auden to see what like was going on with them and what made them hurt each other, blah blah blah. And Saint's mother is like, don't fall in love with Auden, like no, he's not for you. And Saint's like, why? And she's like, I'll tell you when you fall in love with him, because if I tell you now, you'll hate me. They're fucking brothers. You're telling me you're going to make me ship these two characters together. You're going to write them doing the do's of all do's and have me enjoying it because I enjoy these two characters together, just to have the motherfucking audacity to tell me that they are half brothers. And then at one point in present day setting, they're talking about rituals and stuff, because that's something that this book does. They participate in rituals, blah blah blah. And just like the topic of incest came up, and everyone in the group was like, ew, and the priest was like, well, technically incest is a concept, and they're like, ew, and I'm like, if that's a hint, I'm going to throw myself out the window. But having that like guttural reaction of like disgusting also makes me feel like it's gonna be fixed. Like they're not gonna be brothers. Like, Cassandra Clare, where you at? Okay, done talking spoilers now. I'm gonna go back into non-spoiler territory. Hello everyone who is here for the not spoilers. We are not spoiling anymore. So I don't even know how to rate this, because without the last chapter, it's 5 stars. The writing is beautiful. Obviously it's very smutty, but it's all done so artfully, and I love that we explore the sort of rituals that they do more in this one. I love that there's so much history thought into this. Like, I would love to see all the different texts and research that she did to put into all of this. And as you know, Auden would die for that man and do pretty much anything he wanted. And I just love these characters. I love this sort of magical feeling and entity, I guess, that has grown around Thornchapel, and how these things that will happen, you know, they'll see things or hear things, or Poe will dream things, and it kind of tips the line of what's real and what's not. Like I said about the first book, very Raven Boys-esque. So I deadass don't know what to say right now. Like, I thought everyone was being dramatic, and then I had my moment of like, she's not gonna go there, and she went there. I don't even think I'm gonna rate this on Goodreads right now. Like, I'm going to wait until I read the third book to rate this. And if the third book doesn't fix things, I don't know. How do you rate something that was perfect until the last chapter? Let me know. Okay, I need to go right now because I am participating in NaNoWriMo, and I'm sure as hell not going to do that kind of bullshit that was just pulled on me. So you wouldn't know it because it gets dark so early, but it is the next day now. I just want to say I'm still mad about the ending of Feast of Sparks, but like, I posted this on Twitter. I still, just all day I've been thinking about the characters in the book, and it's been tinged with this, let's say, a thorn to be haha punny because of that ending. but can't let this series and these characters go, I've realized, because they've embedded themselves into me like so quickly and so deeply. And it's really weird to be like this like upset over a fictional book, but like it's hard when you like something that has a really problematic element, but I guess I just have to accept it as one of my problematic faves. And sometimes it's hard to remember that you can have problematic faves as long as you address problematic aspects. This one is just just so bad. Okay, we're moving the heck on, ladies. So I am going to dive into Are You Listening by Tillie Walden. This is a graphic novel about two girls that are both on the run and they end up meeting and then they travel together and magical sort of things start happening. That's the gist I get from the back. And it says, this beautifully haunting story of friendship, loss, heartbreak, and a traumatic revelation about sexual assault culminates in an exquisite example of human connection. So yeah, I have read both of Tillie Walden's other graphic novels and I enjoyed both of them. Both of her graphic novels have been, well, one was a memoir and like she's queer. I don't know if she's like actually like a lesbian, bisexual, whatever, so we'll just say queer. And so that, as well as her other fictional graphic novel, have both had female-female relationships, so I'm assuming this one is going to as well. Hello, it's later. So I just finished Are You Listening? Read a little bit of this and I worked on NaNoWriMo, got caught up, FaceTimed Whitney for a while, then finished it. And this was okay. First of all, I feel like I need to give like a better description. So this is about an 18-year-old girl who is running away from home named B. And while she is doing that, she is found by Lou, who is driving out to West Texas, because this is set in Texas. Whitney wins again. And Lou knows of B because Lou has done work for her mother before. She's a mechanic. And so Lou kind of recognizes her and she's like, you know, what the heck are you doing out here? And then one thing leads to another and they end up traveling together. Both characters are gay, but there isn't like a relationship because there's an age gap. B is 18 and Lou is 27, so it's more of a friendship, companion, even mentorship at times sort of relationship. And that aspect I really loved. I loved the connection that we get to see form between the two of them. What I didn't love was that this was just really confusing. This tried to do the whole magical but not really explaining anything route. I get what this book was trying to do and I liked the idea of it. I just don't think the execution was very good. It was just, like I said, confusing, and because of that it left its message just not ringing as impactfully as it could. Like I said, I did like the connection aspect. This was what it was obviously drawing on the most, because a lot of this book is just them driving and experiencing these different things and having these different conversations. What I did really love though was the artwork. It was gorgeous. The colors, oh mwah. So the storyline for me was like a 2 stars. The artwork was a 5 stars. So I'm going to round that out at 3 stars. It's time to take this gigantic freaking stack of books back to the library and then go get another stack. I'm sorry I keep ignoring you, but there's not that many of you, so it's okay. Right? Hey friends, so it's been a minute since, you know, we talked. Yesterday was a good day. I went to the library. I got some bomb ass books. Probably shouldn't, but we're gonna do it. And then today I went for a walk out at Pets, and then I focused on NaNoWriMo for a while because yesterday I didn't write at all, so I needed to catch up. But now I'm ready to dive back into my book, which I should probably be reading Call Down the Hawk because that's the one I'm most likely to get spoiled for. If you don't know, that's the new book in the Raven Cycle series, but it's like a spin-off series, but it's with Adam and Ronan. But after the last book I read, not the graphic novel, but you know. I just wanted something that was like for sure going to be good, and so I picked up Serpent and Dove, which, oh my god, the light. Now that may be a strange pick because this book is really debated in the book community. People either love it or they hate it. But recently Whitney read it and she loved it. She gave it 5 stars, so I was like, we gonna read it. It's gonna be good shit, because you know, me and Whitney, we have like the same reading taste. So this is like a fantasy series that's like French based and historical, because it's like set in the olden ways of things. So basically in this world, the church and like the royal family and everyone are against witches. They're like, fuck you witches, we gonna burn you. Our main character is a witch, of course, but she's, you know, undercover. She's kind of given up magic and all of that. And then the other character that we follow is like a soldier. I think they're called like Chaucers or something like that. And basically they are like soldiers of the church. Did I already say soldiers? But they train at the church and everything, and they're given these like special weapons to like fight against witches. So we have 2 characters on opposite sides. I think I explained that horribly. But they end up getting tangled up together and find themselves in an interesting situation that is forcing them to kind of come together. So I love this so far. It is really easy to just sit and read. Like when I read it, I don't get bored. Not that I necessarily always get bored or something like that. And like a book can be good, but you don't always want to just sit there and keep reading it. But this, I just want to sit there and keep reading it because it's so good and just easy to just get through and just suck you in and keep reading. I love our main characters. Lou is the witch, and she is so fierce and funny and just so about her ways, and I just love her. She's great. She's real great. And then the other guy, Reed, you can tell that he's like, you know, he believes in the church and everything, but he also has his own like softer ways about him that isn't quite so harsh in ways that his society would be like towards women and everything. It's just really good so far, and I can't wait to see everything that's going down. I already got some predictions. I'm on page 168, and yeah, I don't think there's much more I can say right now. It's just real good, y'all. It's real good. Hello friends, we fresh out the shower. I just wanted to say that last night I got to page 367 of Serpent and Dove. My only update is that I love it still, like so much. It's so good. And I intend to finish it today on this lazy football Sunday. And God, please let the Packers do better today, or help me. Help me, God. So the Packer game just ended. It was stressful as hell, but we won. I have like 60 pages left of Serpent and Dove. Still loving it. The twists are shaking me. There's definitely a lot that I've been able to guess. However, even more little things keep being revealed that I didn't see coming, and it's just so good. So it is later now. I just finished Serpent and Dove, and yeah, I love this book. It was fast-paced, so easy to just dive into and keep reading. It was addicting. It was fun and funny and emotional at times, and it explored all these themes of looking at different point of views from your own and the relationship, the enemies to lovers. It was so freaking good. I loved the characters. I especially loved Lou. She was so headstrong and smart and funny, and I just really admire her. I don't have many complaints. The only one I can really think of at the moment is that the magic system could have been developed a little more. I felt like it was never that explained. Then again, a lot in this book is kind of learn as you go. Sometimes I appreciate it, sometimes not as much, but overall incredible. We kept getting different things revealed. Like I said, there were things in the beginning that I was like, okay, yeah, I see, that's gonna happen, that's gonna happen. But then other things would just come out of left field. I was like, I didn't even see that, but I should have. And it was so good. I cannot wait until the next book comes out. This is gonna be some good shit if this series continues in this way. 5 stars. That is it for this vlog. I need to go write, and then I need to edit this. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.